Before we dive into the most explosive and jaw-dropping revelation in the Korean entertainment world this year, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss a single update from the world of K-drama, Asian celebrities and unbelievable real-life drama that unfolds like a scene from your favorite series. What you're about to hear will leave you speechless and questioning everything you thought you knew about Lee Min-ho and Song Joong-ki. The early morning haze in Seoul had barely cleared when a sudden and shocking alert shook fans across the world. Multiple sources confirmed that beloved actor Song Joong-ki had been quietly taken into custody by South Korean authorities under suspicious circumstances. The news sent a ripple effect across the entertainment industry. But what no one expected was the twist that would soon follow. That same day, fans began circulating a name that seemed almost too impossible to believe. A name that, just a day earlier, was being linked to new drama castings, international campaigns and charity projects. That name was Lee Min-ho. And the accusations that he may have somehow been involved in the events that led to Song Joong-ki's arrest. To fully understand how two of Korea's biggest stars found themselves in a whirlwind of suspicion, betrayal and confusion, we need to go back, not days but months. The secret war no one knew about. Behind every perfect smile on the red carpet, behind every friendly nod during interviews, there was a cold tension that insiders say has been growing for years. While the public has always viewed Lee Min-ho and Song Joong-ki as two of Korea's most respected and talented actors, sharing mutual respect, it seems the real story was far more complicated. A former agency manager who spoke under anonymity revealed that for years, both actors had silently competed for similar roles, endorsements, and even international opportunities. They were always neck and neck, the source said. It was a quiet war, but a war nonetheless. Neither one ever wanted to be seen as second best. Things came to a head recently when both were reportedly vying for a major endorsement deal with a European luxury conglomerate that wanted to break into the Asian market. Sources claim Song Joong-ki was offered the deal first, but after internal negotiations turned sour, the deal was suddenly handed over to Lee Min-ho, allegedly after some mysterious legal clauses were triggered. Coincidence? Or part of a larger game being played behind the scenes? The night before it all happened, on the eve of the arrest, Song Joong-ki was seen at a private members-only club in Gangnam. According to eyewitnesses, he arrived alone and seemed unusually tense. A waiter from the club shared anonymously that Joong-ki barely touched his food and kept checking his phone. Later that night, several unconfirmed reports say he met with a well-known industry consultant, someone who had once worked with both Joong-ki and Lee Min-ho in the past. Their meeting reportedly lasted over 2 hours, and by the time he left, Joong-ki's mood had shifted dramatically. He appeared angry, according to one staff member, muttering under his breath and waving off his driver. What happened during that meeting remains a mystery, but hours later, just before dawn, police were at his hotel door. Lee Min-ho's mysterious appearance. Now here's where the story takes an even more bizarre turn. Just after 5 a.m., barely an hour before the authorities arrived at Joong-ki's hotel, CCTV footage from a nearby cafe allegedly captured someone who appeared to be Lee Min-ho, wearing a cap, hoodie and sunglasses, entering the hotel lobby. While the clip was grainy and short, fans and social media investigators wasted no time comparing the figure's gait and height to Lee Min-ho's past public appearances. "That's him," one fan wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter. "You can tell by the way he walks. That's Lee Min-ho. What was he doing there? What was he doing there?" That's the question that has fueled over 10 million views in under 24 hours. His agency released a vague statement claiming he was attending a private script review meeting, and that the timing was purely a coincidence. But fans were not convinced. The cryptic post that sparked global panic. Things spiraled even further when, just hours after Song Joong-ki was taken in, Lee Min-ho posted a black and white photo of a single streetlight standing alone in the dark with a caption, "Not everything in the dark is guilty." 7 minutes later the post disappeared. But screenshots had already spread like wildfire. What did it mean? Was he addressing the arrest? Defending himself? Throwing shade? Or was it something else entirely? Some fans interpreted the post as an indirect denial of involvement. Others saw it as a subtle admission, a way of saying he knows more than he's letting on. One thing is certain. The timing was no accident. Song Joong-ki speaks from the shadows. For days, the actor remained silent, isolated from the media storm outside. But then came a carefully worded message from his legal team. Mr. Song is calm. He is cooperating. He believes the truth will reveal itself in due time. Until then, we ask for patience and respect. This did little to calm the frenzy. In fact, it only raised more questions. What exactly was he being accused of? And if Lee Min-ho truly had no involvement, why was his name floating through every corner of this mystery? Theories and fan investigations. Online forums became battlegrounds of speculation. Some believed that both actors had been set up by a third party, perhaps a jealous competitor or an international investor trying to manipulate their careers for personal gain. Others were convinced this was a story of revenge. That something happened between the 2 years ago, a betrayal not yet known to the public, and that the recent events were the long-awaited fallout. A particularly viral theory suggested that a secret document was leaked to the authorities, one that only a few top-level people had access to. People began digging into every past interview, photo, and behind-the-scenes clip, hoping for clues. Unseen footage emerges. Just when things couldn't get stranger, a behind-the-scenes clip from a drama award show 3 years ago resurfaced. It showed Lee Min-ho and Song Joong-ki greeting each other backstage. On the surface, it seemed like a polite exchange, a brief bow, a handshake. But zoomed-in analysis showed something else. Coldness, tight jaw, averted eyes. Body language experts were called in by entertainment shows to analyze the clip. There was tension there, one expert claimed. That was not a warm handshake. That was the handshake of men who had something unresolved between them. What happens now? As of now, Song Joong-ki remains under investigation, though no formal charges have been filed. Lee Min-ho has resumed public appearances but refuses to answer questions regarding that morning. Both fan bases are divided, with some standing firmly behind their idols, and others demanding the full truth. One thing is for sure, this isn't over. And whatever the truth may be, it's clear that something monumental has shifted in the world of Korean entertainment. The once flawless image of two beloved stars has been forever altered. This story is still unfolding, and trust us when we say, more twists are on the way. If this feels like the plot of a top-tier drama, you're not alone. But this time there's no script, no director. Just real lives caught in the whirlwind of fame, betrayal, and mystery. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Because what happens next might just be the biggest twist of all. Stay tuned, stay watching, and stay ready for the truth behind Lee Min-ho, Song Joong-ki, and the arrest that shook a nation.